Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Let's Write tutorial. On the last video, we showed you on how to make GIF images and stuff for your social sites and whatever you might need, right? Maybe forums and other stuff. Anyway, this time around, we're going to show you on how to make Flash animations. Hopefully, you already spent some time and you made your character more mobile. Walking, running, jumping, you know, whatever you needed to do. Okay. So, we're gonna start up making a Flash animation. The program that I use is macroflash 8. Okay. And, yeah. Alright, so first things first. We're gonna show you on how to import your character sprites into a new project. Okay? So first of all, new project, right? New and all that other stuff. There you go, right? You open it up and stuff. Okay. So let's say you're drawing and then you're like you want to start to import it. So we select it all, right? You copy, cut it, whatever you need, right? You just get the sequence you need. Alright, so what I recommend you guys doing is that you don't paste it directly from Paint. Like you copy it from Paint and then paste it over here, because look, aside from being zoomed all the way in, it's gonna be upside down and disoriented. Okay? So in order to avoid that, you know, you want your sprites to match up one another when you start to put it together. So in order to avoid that, you copy it from Paint, you paste it here, and then you either cut it or copy it from here, and then you paste it here. Okay, but we're not gonna paste it just yet. Cause first we're gonna create a new symbol. Okay, so what I recommend you guys doing is that you name the new symbol. You put your character's name and then the action being done. So let's just put Cornelius! I know, probably I misspelled it, but I okay. And they put arms crossing. Okay, and then make sure it's a graphic, not a movie clip or a button. And push OK. Should do that. Then you paste your sprites. There you go. Should appear like that. Okay, and then to bring it up to the center, you push Control Alt 2 5. Okay, 2 is to make it to the center on its x-axis, and then 5 is to make it center on its y-axis. To zoom in, you get a click here and do this thing, but it'll take a lot of time. So what you do is hold Control and then you push plus to zoom in or minus to zoom out. Makes things a little faster. Okay, next thing we're gonna separate our sprites, because you can see it's just one whole block. Okay, so here's what you do. You click on it, go to Modify, Bitmap, Trace Bitmap. Make sure the color threshold is 1, as well as the minimal area. Make sure the measurements is pixels, and this thing is normal. Once you change it, it should be to its default, so you don't have to worry about that. And then just push OK. And there you go. But as you can see, that will probably take a while. You know, by the time you do that, you could have done something else, I'm pretty sure. So here's the keyboard shortcut. You click on it, push Alt, M, B, B, Enter. Okay? A lot faster. Alright, so the next thing you do is just select the colors you don't want, push delete on your keyboard, or right click and cut, whichever your preference, but delete's faster. And there you go. Make sure there aren't like little pixels with the color you don't need still there. It doesn't show here, but depending on what sprites you make, that might happen. So keep an eye out for those single pixels that remain. Okay, so the next thing you do is start to assemble them. Okay. The next thing you do is you group them, because if you just click on them directly, this will happen. See? Ta-da. You took off his shirt. Now he's translucent. Okay, so what you do is you select your sprites using the selection box, right? There you go. And then push Control G. There you go. And you just do that for all of them. What I recommend you guys doing before you do this is that on Paint you leave at least 2 or 3 pixels in between the sprites, so you have at least some room to select, a little wiggle room so you can select it better. Okay, and yeah, just to be a little easier on you. Next thing you do is just cut, okay, so we're gonna start putting together. To add new blank keyframes, you could do as I just did, or you could go to your keyboard and push F7. That'll do the same thing. Yeah, okay. So since this, so this is the first sprite, right? So we're just gonna get rid of the other ones. Control X, or just cut them, right? And then you don't have to worry about the position right now, as far as I do it. All I worry about at this point is just pasting them. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You don't really have to paste it in place. But, just how I do things, I guess. Okay, so the next thing you do is just push Control Alt 5 again. Pushing F6 will make the timeline thing go to the next frame. If it's a different frame. If it's the same frame, look. Let me demonstrate. Okay, so let's say it's like that, and you push F6, it's just going to create a new keyframe. So keep that in mind. Okay, so push F6, next frame, do the same thing, Control Alt 5. There you go. Alright, so the next thing you do is just check. If it's all aligned, look for a sweet spot. Or, a spot basically in the sequence where the sprite, or, there isn't a lot of movement. Or, where, like, that place will stay. Just so you can align it, sort of, like their feet, or head, hair, whatever. Just look for a spot where, it wouldn't change. Okay. So there you go. To watch it here in the timeline, just push enter. There you go, see? As you can see, it's a little too fast, so... just go boop, 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 boop. Pushing F5 will, increase its frame, see, insert frame. Holding Shift F5 will make it decrease a frame, so, yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot. Yeah, when you open up your, a new project, make sure to have its settings and all that stuff, its size, background color, and its frame rate. What I recommend you guys doing is 25 or higher. Just as you start. Later on, you can start incrementing on its frames per second if you like. It's just up to you, however you like it. So as you can see, whoop, pretty visible now. And there you go. I just go back. And huzzah. Okay, so just do that for every sprite sequence that you want to import. What I recommend, again, is having one FLA, which is a format for this. One FLA so that you have your sprites in one location. How do I put this? Kind of like, think of it as a bank or something like that. A little piggy bank where you could like put it and then reference it wherever you need to it. Just so you don't have to put the sequences together for every project you need. And just build on that, and then have it as a reference. Let's see what else I'm trying to get. Also, you could also import some sounds there if you have some specific voice clips, I guess, if you want to give your character. And yeah, that's basically it on how to import your character. That's it. What? I don't think that was it. Oh yeah. Eventually, every time you post a new sequence, this will appear. It says flash 0. Once you trace bitmap, you can delete it. It won't affect anything. Okay. And that's just to sort of organize yourself. Here you could add a new folder just so you could organize it, and other stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics for importing your characters. Okay, so in the next video we're gonna start working on actual projects, and as promised, you will get to see some of the sprites that I've made. How exciting, right? So yeah, stay tuned and be sure to click on that like button and all that other stuff. And yeah, check out the next video so you sort of see on how this whole thing works. Okay, see you guys then.